So far in 2025, I've been playing some fantastic golf, but one club in my bag is still up for grabs. I have made it a little bit better, but today out here in the beautiful Turkish sunshine, we're going to find out which driver I should really use in 2025. And the categories are fairly interesting. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Guys, you join us today at the gorgeous Sueno Pines Golf Resort. And as I said, there's still a couple of clubs I'm unsure about, so today we're going to put them properly to the test. There's no better place to test this than probably one of the narrowest driving golf courses in the world. So, without any further ado, comment below guys, which one would you use? Would you go ultimate safety or potential ultimate distance? Also guys, as you can tell today, there is no Bobby. Bobby's not here. Bobby's not here. Bobby's not here. Bobby's not here. Dude, I totally miss you. Bobby's actually not on holiday. I'm officially, kind of not officially, on holiday, but I wanted to do some filming out here. So huge thanks to the guys at Sueno for getting us out. We've got a couple of tee times throughout the week, but I think this is vitally important because driver is always one of the most important clubs in the bag. So we haven't really had much of a warm-up. We are all inclusive, so I'm getting fatter by the day. But as you can see on screen, this club has been performing better. But how much better? Just with a change in ball position and a bit more confidence. That's down the left. We clipped that tree. That's not a great start with the big driver, and that is one of my worries with that club. It's in play, it's okay, but can the GT280 be a little bit safer? Now, and this is what happens generally, if we start slow like that, the round can progress on. We're not trying to do smoke and mirrors here. I'm trying to give an honest appraisal as to what I should be potentially using. So, GT280, much smaller head, shorter shaft length, still packs a punch. And that's a very similar one down that left side. Let's go and find out exactly where those have finished, because it might be a case of finding the best of a very bad bunch. So that is generally the shot that has been plaguing me off the tee, and I do find that potentially it's not the driver. It could be the driver. I think it's mainly the archer, not the arrow though, unfortunately. So let's find another couple of tees, see where they've finished, and see if really, I've said potentially again there, and I apologise because people hate when I say potentially, but potentially that wasn't a very good start to this golf course. Now this is a serious point now, because you've just said, oh, is that the Ping driver that's gone left? Because every time I play with you, yep, it goes left. We're going to do some filming today together as well, so I'm going to absolutely annihilate him once again on this Turkish tour. Last year, I believe you didn't win one game, did you? I didn't, no. We're going to do some work with the Apple Watch actually, in the 18 Birdies app, because that's something that I think could help so many golfers. But if you look at the montage on screen from when we played at, well, a couple of golf courses, especially at Lindrick the other day, the Ping driver was on string, but it does have this little knack, especially in the early morning when we're not loose as a goose, to do that. Little left number. Yeah, but then the GT280 went left as well. Did, yeah. And I think if you're going to miss, you might as well miss big, hadn't you? You did. Really? You did take a beating on massage table yesterday, didn't you? I had a Turkish bath yesterday and a massage, and it was nothing short of GBH what that woman did to me, but anyway. So the two drivers in question, we have the Ping driver here, which I do think's got lucky and bounced off this fence, and the GT280 still in the rough and down there. So like I said, probably the best of a bad bunch, but that's 1-0 to the Titleist GT280 mini driver. What a course, by the way. Right, let's hope for a couple of better swings on this next tee. Another gorgeous looking hole actually, as you can see, just a little bit of a dogleg left over some water. I have done numbers for this as well, so I will talk about it a little bit later in the video, but for me, numbers are very good. Numbers, they are very keen breaks here at Sueno. 5-star this apparently. But yeah, I think numbers are all good and well, but for me, I need to see the ball packs. I need to make a decision based on the golf course. You can see just how many drivers we've got in the bag to do some filming with on this trip. And for me, I do really enjoy coming out to places like this where you don't particularly know where you're going, you don't know the line, so you have to just kind of trust yourself and, as a wise man would say, be the ball, Mr. Dennis. So as you can see from my new Milesy device, the GPS system, there's water right and there's water left and there's water long. So not a great hole for me after that first one, but we're going to go GT280 here, and I have got the weights in the forward setting with the heavy weights, which a lot of people might not understand, but for me, even if it's a kind of shore play driver, I still want to try and get the most out of it. I know that's a bit of a kind of oxymoron, as it were, but this is more of a straight hole. Let's get a bit more rhythm, ball position right, and square that face up. Nothing's going to help if you don't do that. Oh yeah, that was really nice. That's that lovely kind of fade up the right side that, to be honest, I'm really at home with. That's just right hand side of the fairway. Felt and sounded really good. I know a lot of people do not care how a driver sounds and feels, but for me, I do. I play golf for enjoyment. And if a driver doesn't feel, sound and look good, I'm probably not going to have it in the bag. These two do, and to be honest, I was torn between the 280 and the R7, so that's like an ongoing thing in my head as well, but come on, same shot. Because if this goes 20 yards longer, then surely that's the one. Oh yeah, that's exactly the same line, and that felt fantastic again. Right, this is why I wanted to do this video, this is why we're here. And this is why we're all inclusive, because if we carry on like that, we'll be on the beers a bit later. And Brett might even buy them. Oh, hi up, Brett, you all right? So guys, do me a favour, get in the comments below, what driver would you use this year? It doesn't have to be one that ended really badly. My whole towel is down that bag. It doesn't have to be one that's in this video, but let me know in the comments, what driver could you see yourself using? Are you going to go second hand? Are you going to go budget? Are you going to go for a fit-in? Or are you going to just keep the one you've got because technology really hasn't moved on that far? So guys, two much better shots there, quite close together, but you can see the GT280 right hand side of the fairway, and it is that kind of 10-15 yards that I was thinking to that shot. To be honest, the lake might have come in play there with the G430 LS, which has nothing to do with the driver, more to do with the hole, but that's 1-all. Let's settle this on probably one of the tightest golf holes you'll ever see and see if potentially using the big driver as opposed to the mini driver is worth the squeeze. Because if it's not worth the squeeze, why bother with the effort? Yeah, that looks rather tight and difficult. What do you think? Yeah. This is Mini Brett, by the way. Anyone's wondering?
If you're wondering who I am, there's been a picture of me on the videos.
There has. Right. So I apologise for the sun here, but as you can see, a very tight hole once again. And I suppose it's about thinking about with your head rather than your heart. And my heart will always be in a mini driver, but the head kind of says, strokes gained wise, should you just maybe hit a 3-wood if that's how you feel. I do have a 3-wood in the bag anyway, so we'll go ping to start with. Similar shot to the last one would be gorgeous. Just start it left, miss that tree, and just fade back. I've been trying to play a draw, but Chris shouts at me when I try and play a draw. Ball back in the stance. That's lovely. That is the shot there. That's going to take some beating, to be fair, from the Titleist. Josie, could you throw me a ball, please? I've only brought one ball. Thank you, mate. Oh, how's that touch? That's nearly an ankle gone from Mini Brett. Right. Tee it down a bit. But this is where, if I can catch up with this, I know shaft length's shorter, so you're always going to have less club head speed, resulting in less ball speed, but you can play like that really nice low knuckleball shot. It looks divine. Come on. That's good, it's just leaking a little bit. Now this is going to be interesting because I'm not sure what the best line is here, so stay tuned and let's find out which one wins this epic duel in the sun. Beautiful weather, by the way. And you see, for me, this is a test that I kind of wanted to do for you guys, but also had to do for myself, because I think I've got it. I think I know the answer. The answer is, let's look where they've finished. But one of the answers is practice, do what I've been actually working on. And as you've seen through some of the montage of shots that we've already hit or have hit in the last few weeks, it's kind of hard to say that you're not going to put the ping in the bag, isn't it? Realistically. So let's go and see what the difference is there, because this could be a decision made, maybe. And just as I expected, I mean, to be honest, that is a unbelievably perfect drive on this incredibly tight hole. Now, the mini driver there, it's up there. It's like, it's not done bad for distance. It's in that right-hand rough. It's in the rough. So the logical thinking there is if you can hit the mini driver in the rough, yes, it's going a long way. Yes, you can hit that nice ball flat. It was a good strike on a driving range or in a fit-in. You're saying, oh, that's a great shot. But the driver's in the fairway. So I'd love to have a mini driver in the bag. Do I take something out other than the driver to have it in? Maybe that's a video for another day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, smash that subscribe button below. Thank you so much to the guys here at Josie. What's the course called? It says it on the card.
A few moments later.
Oh, he's down. He's down. What's it called, Mini Brett? Sueno Hotel Golf Belek. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Bye.